Today, our topic of discussion is anonymous method and lambda expression. We'll discuss what is anonymous method and then what is lambda expression, how lambda expression is related with anonymous method, and why we should use anonymous method. This is a very important topic to understand how anonymous method is transformed to lambda expression. Let's see by definition what is anonymous method. Anonymous method is a method without any name. So the method does not contain any name. In C#, we can define anonymous method by using delegate. Let's see this example. This example is delegate having no parameters. So we have defined one delegate tail print that does not have any parameter. Here is the traditional approach. We are just declaring one method print and we are printing hello world inside in the print method. And we are declaring object of del print and assigning the method print, then we are just calling the delegate. This is the traditional approach we have followed. Now we can replace this print method by using anonymous method. Here we are creating object of del print, then delegate. Under delegate we are just writing the method. It's kind of a inline method. We can declare inside a delegate, and this is known as anonymous method. We can declare anonymous method by parameters as well. Let's describe this by using one example. Here we are using del sum, which is taking int x and y as parameter. Usually we write a sum method and refer that method in del sum delegate. So instead of that, we can define anonymous method directly. So here we are creating instance of del sum, then delegate, and inside delegate we are taking two parameters x and y as integer, and we are writing the method body inside the delegate returning x plus y. So this is one example of anonymous method taking some parameters. Let's discuss anonymous method with some parameters having two parameters x and y of type integer. Now I'm going to declare one anonymous method. So this delegate is also should take x and y or any two parameters having the type integer. Instead of x and y, I can declare int a and int b. We can just call this delegate by passing two parameters. Del 10 plus 5, which will return 15. Let's run the program and see the output. Oh, there's some error. I need to space a semicolon here. Yeah. So this is our desired output 15. Now we'll know what is lambda expression. The lambda expression is a shorter way to represent anonymous method. There may be some special syntax like lambda operator, but finally lambda expression represents a anonymous method, and we already know that anonymous method is the body of a delegate. Let's have some example. There is a delegate del sum which is taking two integer input and the return type is also integer. Here we have written one anonymous method which will take also two input. It would match the signature of del sum, and it is returning the result by adding just those two parameters x and y. Now we'll see how we can change this anonymous method to lambda expression. The first step is to remove this keyword delegate. The second step is to add the lambda operator, which is represented by equal to followed by a greater than sign. The third step is optional. We can remove the type of the input parameters. For this case, we are removing integer type from x and y. This is our lambda expression. The below block del sum del equal to x, y within bracket then the lambda operator, and then we can write the body inside it, and we are returning x plus y. This is just a representation of lambda expression derived from one anonymous method. In short, we can represent this by the following block of code. Del sum del equal to, then we are passing those two parameters x and y, and we are getting the result in return x plus y. Let's look how we can derive lambda expression from anonymous method. So we already know that anonymous method is basically the body of a delegate. So we have declared one delegate del print here. Let's create one anonymous method. Then we will convert this anonymous method to lambda expression. So del print, I'm taking the object as del, and now we need to write the delegate keyword. And as we don't have any input parameter, I am keeping it blank. Now I just need to write console.writeLine. I can print hello inside the console.writeLine. Let's run this code. Okay, we need a semicolon here. We just need to call this delegate here, and let's run the code. We will see the output hello here. Yeah, this is our output. Now it's time to convert this anonymous method to lambda expression. Step 1 is to remove this delegate. And step 2 is to add this lambda expression by equal to followed by a greater than sign. That's it. We have just converted one anonymous method to lambda expression. And it will generate the same output. So this is the way to form a lambda expression from an anonymous method having no parameters. So if we don't have any parameters, we can just keep the empty braces here. Now we can add some parameter into this delegate, and we can see how to form a lambda expression from here. So I've changed the delegate name to del print sum, and I have added two integer as parameter. Now I can declare the object of del print sum, keeping the object name simply as del. As this delegate is taking two input parameter of type integer, so we need to pass two parameters here, and then followed by a lambda operator. Okay, we can, instead of write line, okay, we can do it here, or we can change this program the type to integer, and we can return x plus y from here, sorry, del, just by passing two parameters 10 and 20, taking the output in another variable, and let me print this record. Okay, so here this is one lambda expression taking two parameters. This parameter type will be automatically defined or derived by this delegate. Okay, as this delegate has two input parameters, so we need to declare two input parameters here. The type of this input parameter will be derived from this delegate, and the return type is also derived from the delegate. Say for example, if we want to return a string from here, so we are getting some error, and the error is cannot implicitly convert the type string to int. That means this anonymous method is returning some integer, so we cannot return string, and this return type is derived from the delegate del print sum. I hope it's clear to you. Let's return x plus y and run the code, it would give us 30, 10 plus 20, 30. Yeah. Let's discuss why and when to use anonymous method. We need to know the exact applicable area when we are using anonymous method. The first point is when we are writing a small block of codes. For example, here I have used this anonymous method just to add those two parameters. So like that, if there are few lines of code, then we will go for anonymous method. The next point is mostly used in Lambda expression. So we have already seen that Lambda expression is basically derived from anonymous method. When we are writing Lambda expression, that means we are writing anonymous methods. We can use it writing event handlers as well. Let's see one example. Let's declare one event here. Before declaring event, let me declare one delegate of type void, and we don't have any parameters associated with this. Let's declare one event, and I'm taking my delegate as event handler here. Now I'm trying to attach one method or one reference of method here, right, with the event. So here my event, I need to declare it as static, as my main function is static. I need to declare the delegate as static. So my event plus equal to, so attaching one reference of event, right? So here I can use anonymous method. Delegate, and inside that method I can print something. Say for example, I can print console dot write line hello. Let me run the code. I need to invoke the event before running the code. So my event dot invoke. So as expected, it is showing hello. Let me change the delegate to accept some parameter here. String s. So see, immediately it's showing some error as we are creating anonymous method, and anonymous method is based on some delegate. So in this case, as the event handler is my delegate, so the anonymous method is also expecting signature of my delegate. So in this case, I need to take a parameter s of type string, and we can just print the string inside console.writeLine. And here I need to pass some string, so I'm passing hello from here. Let's run the code. It would give us the same output as hello. Yeah, so it's clear, right, how we can use anonymous method to declare event handler of an event. The next point is we can pass anonymous method to another method which accepts delegate as parameter. So there should be one method which is taking one delegate as parameter. So we can pass anonymous method as a delegate to that method. Let's see how to implement it. We already have a delegate, my delegate, having parameter string s. Let's write one method having the type my delegate as the parameter, and we can write some code inside the method. We can simply call this delegate inside the method. We need to pass some parameter, a string. Let's pass hello. Now we can call this method by passing my delegate. But before that, we need to define the body of this delegate, or we need to define it through anonymous method. Let's create one anonymous method. So this is the okay. So as my return type is void, so I cannot return anything from here. So instead of returning, I can print the value passed here. Console dot write line. Yes. Okay. So this is our anonymous method. It's just printing the value inside the method. And this anonymous method is based on this delegate my delegate. Now we can pass this delegate into the print function. So here we have just passed the delegate in the print method, and we are just simply invoking the delegate. The logic is written here to print whatever we have passed. So basically we are passing some method as form of delegate or as form of anonymous method inside another method.